Hello. Hello, people of the world. Hello. I don't have any music. I don't know why I don't have any music. I'll fix that. I will fix it immediately. Um. Yes. Maybe this. Oh, I don't know how loud this is gonna be. It might be loud. Oh. No, it's normal volume. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, it's a bit loud. I don't know what's like the best. Should I zoom in more? Hello, Rex Madsen, the ugly man and hated king. That is a name. But welcome. Oh, okay, thank you, Windows. Should I zoom in that far? Or should I don't know. But yes, hello. I'm the purple man. And I do be live streaming right now. I need to let Discord know that I'm streaming. It is loading? Oh, okay. But yeah, it's been a while. I hope everybody is good. I hope everyone has been doing well. I'm gonna say I'm back, even though I never really left. I was just busy. That's the thing with me. I kind of will just disappear without any good reason. I can't say I had a really good reason this time. Was it? I don't know. Hi, Clumsy. Welcome. Well, there are actually some people in a voice call that I didn't see. Oh, it's 9 a.m. Why are they in there? Wow, they must have been up all night. Long time no see. Yeah, it's been like a week, maybe. Give or take. I think a bit more. A bit more than a week, maybe. I hope you've been well, though. I hope my absence hasn't been too. I mean, I don't know. You're probably fine without me. But I do try to stream whenever. Well, I won't say whenever I can, because that would be a lie. It's just when I feel like it at this point. But you know. Oh, I wanted to do something for Miku Day, but I didn't have I can't even remember what I was doing that day. Let's see, it was oh yeah, it was Saturday, so I've been coming home from work really late recently, so I guess that's one reason why I haven't been streaming, but also I just been tired. Also, I've got a big thing coming up tomorrow that I've been kind of stressing out about, but it'll be fine. And also a lot has happened, and I don't even really know what to even talk about because there's just been so much. You know they're trying to ban TikTok? The TikTok. Before I even before I could even get a chance to revive it, it's gonna be gone. Yeah, in the US, it's still they're trying to pass a bill that if it goes through, I think at this point, I think maybe just I think the Senate and then the president need to approve of it. At least last time I looked at it. But if the president approves it, basically, ByteDance, which is the company that owns TikTok, is going to have like, what was it, like 180 days or something to sell the company to a non-Chinese company, or else it will be banned in the US. Yeah, I was listening to someone smart talk about it on the way home. This is new? Yes. Well, I've done streams like this before. You know what I also learned this morning? Well, I think it was, I can't remember when at some point during my shift, I listened to a video about, it was an hour-long video essay about coffee Coke, or the Coke coffee. I don't know the official name. It was like Coke plus coffee or something like that. That's when I found out that they actually discontinued it. Yeah, and I really liked it as well, and I hadn't had it for a while, and I hadn't seen it in stores, so I was just like, huh, maybe it's, wasn't a very popular product. It's pretty niche, so I don't expect every store to carry it. But I didn't know they discontinued it. At least in the United States. But I was really bummed out about that, because I was really craving it. So you know what I got right here? I actually have a Coca-Cola right here. Coca-Cola Espuma. Oh. Whoa. Okay. I got one with like an actual, it's like a glass bottle. Yeah. Because actually we're not, I guess maybe it's pretty common where I'm from, but a lot of people, they drink soda with their breakfast, which I guess it's just common in hotter climate areas, where people don't want to drink like hot drinks in the morning. I mean, you have like iced coffee and stuff now, but like I found out that it was really popular, especially Coke is really popular. To drink in the morning. I found out because there was one time I was on a trip. I was on a trip I was in West Virginia. It was like almost in the middle of nowhere, and like there was like this small tiny diner, and there was like a bunch of people there, and almost everybody there was mostly just like older men, like 40s to 60s, and they were all drinking Coke with their breakfast. And I was like, oh wow, okay, it's like actually a southern thing, I guess. Well, I mean, West Virginia isn't, I would say it's pretty southern, even though it's not geographically southern. It's like the vibe, you know. I think southern is a vibe, you know. Never tried that before. Yeah, I think I've had it. I think I've had Coke with breakfast a few times. Getting eepy, the night is young. It's 9 a.m. I just came back from work. No, not just came back. I've been home for like an hour or so. I had another late shift. Local commenter discovers time zones. Same though. Hello, hi, welcome, welcome. Welcome in. The goofy stream. Why is it a goofy stream? I guess the music is pretty goofy. You've had ice cream for breakfast, but not Coke. What? Is this the same song just played twice in a row? I need to look at this playlist. Is it just in the... What? Oh, I think maybe it's like a alternate version of the same song. I like this playlist though, it's cool. The jazz/swing playlist. It's all free. Sorry I joined late. No, it's fine. You're not late at all. You're fine. Also, I don't expect anybody to be here. I don't schedule my streams. So it's really just like a whoever's there to watch it gets to watch it. Oh, it's just a Discord server. It pretty much, I just, you know, people can talk and send pictures of their dog, and I would just send alerts, stream alerts to it. I think that's what I use it most for. I should probably talk in it more, but I don't like. I don't talk about things. I'm very boring. I don't have much to talk about. Well, actually, that's a lie. I was actually recently there's a lot of stuff going on, so there's actually kind of stuff that I want to talk about. Real. But I forget, so I often write things down. Oh, the music stopped. Oh yeah. Kind of sad, but did you know? I mean, you probably heard, but Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, passed away. I don't know when. It was like this month. It was a while ago at this point. Like at least a week. Really? Why? I mean, what do you mean why? People die. It happens sometimes. yeah, I mean, yeah, it's sad. It's definitely sad. I think like of all of the like I don't know like media and stuff, like I don't really pay attention too much to like individual creators of media. Like I don't go out of my way to like see who created like my favorite anime series or whatever. But Dragon Ball was like, it's like so distinct, and like you can instantly tell if something has like if Akira Toriyama has like their hand in something, because it instantly just, you know, because it's always just like Dragon Ball. But I really loved the original series. You don't like Dragon Ball, but it's just my opinion. I mean, I understand not liking Dragon Ball Z and stuff like and stuff after that, but the original Dragon Ball series, like I think it like aired in the 80s or something. Oh, a blood clot? That's unfortunate. Hi, Salmon. Yeah, the original Dragon Ball series was just kind of like a little guy going on adventures. It was just like very like, it's a very comfy show. And I was recently I wanted to go back and watch a bunch of it, and I was too lazy to like actually find where to stream it. I don't even know where I can stream the original series. Probably on Netflix or Crunchyroll or something. But well, it started because I just wanted to see a specific scene. So I YouTubed it, and I watched like a clip of a specific scene that I wanted to watch. But then I would like get suggested another clip, and then I would watch that one, and then another one, and then I'd be like, oh. And then I would remember other parts, and I'd want to watch those individually as well. And I just ended up watching almost the entire series through clips. Like I already watched it, like I watched it previously, so I know all the in-between parts, but I just wanted to see like a bunch of like memorable moments again. And there's like some surprisingly like high quality uploads just on YouTube. I mean, of just like 3-minute clips of just like, I guess what you would call important scenes. But you could probably find the whole series just like cut up into individual clips on YouTube. You don't like Dragon Ball, you watch Bungo Stray Dogs and Home. KNY. I don't know what that stands for. I haven't watched that one. I just have a lot of nostalgia for Dragon Ball because it was like one of the first animes I've watched. I can't remember whether it was... Also, this song is way too intense. I can't remember whether it was Dragon Ball or Naruto, but it was one of those series. Cause like I remember like the Dragon Ball. I remember Dragon Ball Z like airing on like Toonami and stuff, and Naruto also. But I just remember it's like rewatching like the same episodes of Dragon Ball Z, and then like it would be like the same episode like several times in a row, and then I would tune in one day and it would just be on like a completely separate saga, and I'd be like really confused. But eventually when I was like a little bit older, I think like maybe I was 14 or something like that, I went on the prowl, and I watched the whole series. It was like, I don't know, I think Dragon Ball Z has like 300 400 something episodes. I didn't skip any of them. Well, oh, Kimetsu no Yaiba, okay. I went back and watched the original Dragon Ball series, and then I watched all of Dragon Ball Z, and then all of GT. Well, did I watch GT? I can't remember. Gotta go bye. Okay, Simon. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Dying inside Genshin and installing on my PC for an hour? I don't know. That sounds pretty worrying. Tell it to install faster. No, it even takes a while on my system. My phone and install for 2 days? Whoa. I don't even think it could fit on my phone, but my phone I don't think would be able to run it very good. It's like a 5-year-old phone. And my iPad is a bit newer, but it doesn't have a lot of space. I think pretty much only has space for like one big game, and the big game that's currently on there is Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage, and I don't want to get rid of it. I need to play it again, but just finding the time for it is so hard. At least I don't even know how to pronounce that, but I haven't been keeping up with the Genshin. I haven't played it in like 2 years. It was way too slow. It was like the fact that I couldn't skip any dialogue was like, that really, it got to me. I was like getting bored out of my mind. Apparently, like a lot of other people who are like really behind, they also have the same issue with not being able to skip dialogue. I think they should. Yeah, it's so weird for like a a modern game. It seems like such a simple fix, but I'm sure they have their reasons for not including it. Oh, but a game that I've been looking forward to for a while, Dragon's Dogma 2. It's a action RPG, and it's coming out in like 5 days or something, which I'm actually pretty worried about because I don't think I can play it. Like, first of all, my computer isn't that good, so I don't even know if it's good enough to play the game. And then, second of all, I don't know if I'll even have time to play it or time to stream it, or I'm gonna have to think of something. I might be a little late, but I do want to play it because it's like, the first one was one of my favorite games of all time, so I feel like I feel pretty obligated, I think. I gotta hurry on that new computer. It's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. I'll probably have to just try to play it on my current one. I'll try to make it work somehow. Oh, it's also like a $70 game, so that's like already a big expense. Oof. Who is that? Why is there that's an interesting name for a Genshin character. It sounds Italian. Arlecchino. That's probably not how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm reading it. You can look her up? Probably. Oh, Giovanna. Arrivederci. I don't know if I said that right. Arlecchino? That's not what I imagined at all. Is this like the woman that Twitter keeps freaking out about? Hold on. It is. Okay. I see it. I see the vision. I see the vision. I'm a fan of women of the older variety. Pretty big woman fan. Anyways, I'm really behind on Genshin because I don't have any more space for it. I just stopped playing it. I mean, I can get back into it at any time, but I don't feel like it. It might even be beneficial for my channel, but I just can't be bothered. I thought maybe like, oh, maybe I'd get into Zenless Zone Zero, and I really liked the presentation, but also it just felt so empty. It was like so weird because it was very flashy and so well made, but also I just felt empty playing it, kinda. But I think it's just because I'm like having fun, and then I remember that the whole purpose of the game is to extract money from me, and then I stop having fun because I'm like, oh right, I'm just being I'm just being milked dry for my cash, and then I stop having fun. And it's kind of hard to have the, you know, the max amount of fun in those games without spending like exorbitant amounts of money. And then I hear people like spending upwards of $1,000 on these games, and it's like, just crazy. I think I would take pretty drastic actions if I spent that much money on a mobile game. I would like probably turn to religion or something. I'd be like just absolutely a devastated person. That would change me. That isn't going to happen. The game, like any game that can be like played on a phone probably isn't engaging enough for me to actually enjoy it. Like enjoy it deeply to the point where I'd want to spend a lot of money on it. Like Helldivers seems like a game that I would really enjoy also, but it's again just like I've really got to ration my time nowadays. But I don't know, maybe soon I'll be done with like the brunt of the stuff I've been busy with, at least for a while, until the semester is up and I've got to take up even more classes. I think after this weekend, I mean like next week even I'd like to maybe, I don't know if it's a good idea, or I don't even know if I'd be able to follow up with it, but I'd like to maybe start experimenting with scheduling streams like a week in advance, like having a whole week planned out. I don't know. I think next week would probably be a good time maybe to start, since like a big stressor recently has been a thing that is happening this weekend. So after that's done with, I might have more time and more energy to do other stuff. I gotta do a good art for you then. I have like a bajillion artworks I could possibly use for for like those schedule graphics, so I'm not worried about that at all. But I'm always happy to receive clumsy art. But yeah, I'm afraid though, cause I'm very like man, I'm not feeling it, and I'll just like won't stream. Like I'm very strange, cause like on a lot of days I will like be at work and I'll be like thinking about getting home and like getting really excited, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna stream and it's gonna be awesome. And then I don't know, like I end up staying at work for like 30 minutes more than I expected to, and then like that 30 minutes somehow like completely knocks the wind out of me, and I'm like, actually I just would rather sleep. It's weird. By the time I actually get home, I'm so tired that I don't want to do anything. It's not like that today though. It's probably because I'm to the point of sleep deprivation that I'm getting like delusional. I couldn't sleep yesterday. I don't know why. I just couldn't. There's a lot of things to think about. I was expecting to get a bonus check like weeks ago. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if like my job secretly got rid of them. I hope not, because I was really relying on that to like I don't know actually. I'm kind of torn on where to allocate my funds right now. See you for now. All right, see you later. Where do you work at? I just work at a supermarket part-time. Being a prince doesn't exactly like pay the bills. I kind of do that for free. I'm just like, well, like I'm just like, you know, I'm pretty much just like I'm pretty much just like a lackey for my parents, so. She's like, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? And I'm like, okay, I guess. I mean, I can't like say no. So I basically just do a bunch of stuff for free, and then also have to work another job on top of that. It's like dealing with family, honestly, is sometimes like a second job. Or my primary job, more like. That's what it feels like. I feel like it's more stressful. My sister works at a Nero Green Cafe. I don't know what that means. With broke followers, yeah. I get that. I make decent. I mean, the money I make from work isn't too bad. It's just like not a lot. It's not like a ton in the current day. My main problem is just that I have to pick up more hours somehow. I don't really have more hours to pick up, but if it's a cafe in Poland, we don't have. I don't think we have anything like that. We have a lot of different cafes. I like going to local cafes. I accidentally spent $20 at a cafe the other day because I just wanted something to eat because I went to class and I didn't have time to eat breakfast, so I just wanted something to eat and then have a iced coffee as well because it was hot out. somehow in March. So it was like a scrambled egg on toast and an iced coffee, and it was like $20. So, like, what the heck? But I mean, it was really good. It was the best freaking toast I've ever had. But so honestly worth, but also oof. $80 for 2 coffees? Well, I don't know Polish. I don't know the the I don't know the value of Polish currency. So that sounds good, but not worth $20. Oh, I also got like a brownie as well, but that doesn't make it any much better. It's still a lot. But it's like one of those. It's very health focused. So it was like, oh, gluten free. This. The bread looked very fancy, and the egg was tasty. It's very creamy, scrambled egg. I don't think I've had a. I don't think I've had eggs taste that good before. Have you tried lava cake before? I've probably had like every like variation you could possibly have of like chocolate cake, because I really like chocolate cake. But yeah, I do love lava cakes. Yeah, I know you're not talking about like American dollars, but I don't know what $80 to you is. But I assume that's a lot. It sounds like a lot. I wonder what kind of shift I could get if I try to pick up like a daytime shift. I could see myself being like the guy who babysits the self-checkout. That's my favorite. I don't know. I just think it's like the most hilarious job position. Is like just being the guy who has to babysit the self-checkout machines. Cause like it's the whole point of just having that position is like an oxymoron. Like, how is it self-checkout if you need someone to supervise it in case it breaks? Oh, I actually really like this BGM. I think I'm gonna loop it. $80 multiplied by 7. Well, if it's 80 of your dollars, wouldn't I be dividing? Well, I can do the math. I'll do the calculations right now. Oh. Okay, it's around like $11 and a half dollar. It's like I'm gonna say like $12. $12 for 2 coffees. That's pretty expensive, yeah. Oh yeah, I imagine shipping anything that far is gonna cost a lot. I heard Canadians have to pay a lot for shipping. Even like shipping stuff from the US, it costs a lot, because I think like whatever they do to like whatever their postal service is like a big scam over there. From the sounds of it. I'm glad I'm not Canadian. It just sounds like not very good to be Canadian. At least currently. Maybe one day it was a good thing. I mean, like, yeah. Not to dunk on any Canadians, but it's like, oh, what if we were the US, except everything was like way more expensive? I can't buy cute cat plushies? No. Yeah, I had stuff shipped from Japan a few times. Like I bought CDs and recently like an acrylic stand that I actually even haven't set up yet. Yeah, getting anything shipped from Japan for me is kind of expensive, so I don't do it often. Does Poland have like Amazon? I just assume most countries have Amazon. Mangas are so expensive? Yeah. Manga is one of those things that I feel like is upcharged like hell. 'Cause I'm sure you can especially like in like the used market in Japan goes absolutely crazy. Because like I think for the most part the Japanese take very good care of their belongings. So like if you're for example buying like used manga, they would almost be like basically brand new and you could get them for literally like you could get like a whole like collection for like $10 or something. Like a whole serialized manga. I'm not much of a reader. For that reason, but also like, I don't know. I gotta go. Alright. I'll see you later maybe. It's fine if not. I don't know if I could work. I I really don't want to get a job where I have to interact with people. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not like bad. I'm usually not bad at talking to people, except like if I get like if I'm like under pressure, then I can just like basically forget very basic things. Like whenever somebody asks me like a question on the spot and I wasn't expecting it. Like for example, it's like sometimes, you know, when you go to, when you're at like the register sometimes and like the cashier would be like, do you have like a phone number? with us, and then, or they'll like ask for like an email address or something, because to sign you up for like whatever. And obviously I know my phone number and my email address, but for some reason when I'm asked for it, I kind of like blank out and I like forget what it is. And I'm like, oh, and then I have to think for a second, and then I have to wait for the cogs in my brain to turn to like turn completely, to like unstuck themselves, and then I can answer. Yeah. I don't know what's up with that. And then recently, I had a like even recently with like a coworker, I had like a situation where they asked me something, and I tried to give them the answer, or I tried to give them an answer, and somehow I accidentally communicated like the complete opposite of what I was trying to say. I don't know how. I don't know how. Like I'll like I like basically like accidentally like overcomplicate like a sentence, and then I'll just end up like confusing them or confusing myself, or I don't even know. I can't even remember what the exact thing was, but I just remember like saying something and then like them absolutely getting the exact opposite of what I tried to say. Last time the waitress asked me pork or beef, I said yes. But recently, a lady, she wasn't even like, she looked maybe like about 60 or not even that old. She kind of like flagged me down at one of like the self checkouts, and I thought it was like, oh okay, the machine must be bugging out. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, because I haven't been trained on how to work the machines, so I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't really help you. And then I got closer to just like see what was up, and I just realized that she just didn't know how to like use the machine. So I'm like, oh, you just press pay now. Like, I don't know, like there's like literally a big green button that says pay now. Like, I don't know, maybe she didn't know you could touch the screen. Like, I felt like it was the most obvious thing, but I think that's just like it's just a sign that the whole like self checkout thing hasn't really worked. I mean, if people are still don't know how to operate these things, and they all work the same. So if people still don't know how to operate these things, I don't think we can ever retire. I don't think we're ever going to be able to retire. They're just like, cashiers. A Russian lady asked me if the ATM was working, and I thought she asked if she could pay here for the bus. Oh. I'll just like have moments where whatever I want to say in my head is very clear. Like I have a very I I'll have like a very clear idea of what I want to communicate. But then the words actually coming out of my mouth is like just garbage. I'm just like really bad at explaining things. Even if I know, like even if I am very confident in what I'm talking about, like I'm not at all confident in my ability to like explain it to other people. That's why I'd be like a terrible teacher probably. I mean, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Clumsy. And another thing that has been annoying at work, it's like the tiniest little thing. But we used to have like a little like thingy, a little time clock that you use to like, you know, to sign into work and stuff and to like, I mean, you know what a time clock is. Also, hi Lily. In parentheses, Mari. But basically, there used to be some like digital time clock that worked. It worked fine, you know, it was responsive. It did what it needed to do. But recently they replaced it with like what essentially is just like an Android tablet attached to the wall that has like a time clock app on it. And it's just like a total downgrade because it will like bug out randomly. And like it sometimes has to like update and you would just be like sitting there waiting for it to restart. And it's like I don't like literally the probably the previous time clock has probably been there for like 10 years and it was like completely like it didn't have any of these issues. Like why did we just replace it with a newer thing only for it to be worse? I don't know. I feel like the same kind of like thing also applies to like new cars because of how much like newer cars they have to be. They have so many like different functions now, like you know, like automatic opening doors and like heated seats, and I feel like a lot of things can go wrong. What are you talking about? Just random stuff, nothing in particular. I feel like the more like technologically advanced something is, just like the easier it is to like malfunction. So I think some things should be simpler sometimes. Sometimes like less is better. And it just surprises me how reliable some like old stuff is sometimes. Like I think they legitimately stuff just used to be built better. Working as a person who helps in the stores and cafes is hard. I mean, any job. I think any job is hard. Any job that I have to leave my house for is pretty hard. But yeah, dealing with people though is like the worst. Well, not the worst, but it's probably the most tiring. And I mean, at least I have that luxury. I don't have to interact with too many people. Like it's not my job to interact with people. But I have like there's like a lot of other downsides to it. About being a night guard in a pizzeria? Or. I think it was. Wait, it wasn't last stream, because last stream I played a game, but the stream before that, I think I complained about how I went to. This song is horrible. Hold on. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. In some stream recently, I complained about the fact that I went to like a beauty product store and I gave them like my phone number because like the employees are just really pushed to like ask to like get your phone number for some reason. Like I looked it up and apparently like if they don't get enough phone numbers then they're like reprimanded. It's really weird, but anyways, I give this lady my phone number and like literally like a day later I get like 3 spam texts and then I get like spam texts all that week. And so I just assumed like, oh, they just like sold my phone number to like spam to like, you know, SMS spam companies or whatever. But I think what actually happened is that it was just election week. It was just election week, so all the texts were from like the government being like, or government program, I don't know, like elective. I don't know how they get my phone number, but they get it somehow. Probably like I'm, you know, like just if you use the internet at all, you have like a whole profile, and they can. Like they basically know who you are somehow, so they can get a hold of your phone number and say like, hey, we know you live in this state. You should vote for this person. And I'm like, no. Hello there. Hello, slimy tentacles. Spam company? Well, I don't know what they're called. Like, I guess like telemarketers. Like the phone version of a door-to-door salesman. But yeah, it was just a bunch of texts telling me to vote or to do like a poll or something. And I'm like, I didn't really look at any of the texts. Only kind of realized like, oh, it was election week that week. Why do you have a prince outfit? Because I'm a prince. What's it to ya? What's it to ya? Sleepy? I'm a bit sleepy. Hi, hello. I've been up for longer than I'd like to admit. But also, I can't go to bed yet. How long? I don't know. Maybe 24 hours? So not that long. I spent 24 hours in a live stream. Have you seen any of those videos, like the spending 24 hours in like an IKEA or something? I don't know. I've seen them. I haven't watched any of them though. I'm not that curious. I'm not that curious of like them probably just like I don't know, like pathetically like hiding themselves in like an IKEA like kitchen cabinet and just like curling up into a ball and staying there for like overnight. Mr. Beast did a few. Mr. Beast. Yeah, the ones I was thinking of though are like the ones where they illegally trespass, and they'll like stay overnight in some store, and some depressed security guard just like stumbles upon them and. Where you're literally forgetting stuff you're gonna say. I mean, I know you're new here, but that's just me. I'm not very intelligent. That's pretty normal for me. I forgore. Yeah, that's just me on a daily basis. He's sweepy. Honk shoo, honk shoo. I keep getting ads for sports gambling. So many mosquitoes in here. Oh no. I watched some like thing about sports gambling because I was curious as to why it's being pushed so heavily. But apparently like 58% of young people, like, well, I forget the ages exactly, like maybe 18 to 30 or something like that. It was like 58% of people have like done sports gambling. or they do it every week or something. I don't know what the stats were, but it was like basically a lot of people do. I'm getting like every single service. I think it was like possibly just I think possibly it was just like legalized where I live, because how like gambling laws work is that it's the laws kind of vary per state, and I guess it just became legal. So it's like the DraftKings is coming to your state, and it's like, and I guess it's just like, oh, you're a 20-something-year-old male. You wanna spend all your money on LeBron James, right? And I'm like, no, and I have to block every single like weird. I'm getting. So what they'll do on Twitter is they know that people just block like accounts that are promoting. Like whenever I come across a promoted tweet, I just block the account, so I never see their ad again. But what they've been doing is they'll make dummy accounts and like promote it on there. So it'd just be like random guy like John Smith, and it would just be like, take a look at this, and it's like, but it's like disguised as like a regular person, but they're obviously just promoting like an app. I've never seen anyone I admire at a slot machine. I think like people try to trick themselves into. I mean, there are like entire like organizations of these like weird like data crunchers that like do the math on these like sports games, and can like with relative consistency make some correct guesses. And so it's like people try to argue like, oh, it's skillful, it's not gambling, it's all skill, baby. And it's just nah. I don't buy it at all. I don't buy it. And I don't mess with those gambling sites either. I don't even know how they're legal. They like do some like loophole to even be able to be legal. I don't get it at all, but I'm not interested. I'm definitely not interested. Yeah, I mean, casinos are pretty bad as well, but also like a casino you could actually have fun in, because like at least you get free drinks at a casino. And you get to like, I don't know, like hang out with your friends or something. But meanwhile, like gambling sites is just you just imagine like some like very lonely, just like a lonely person just sitting in the dark, just like repeatedly clicking their mouse, like wasting away $10 at a time on like a virtual slot machine. It's just like depressing. And slots are like the worst, at least that's what I've heard. Like if you're gonna go to a casino, at least do like blackjack or something. That's fun. Maybe a little roulette for the funny. I did like a virtual I did like a virtual casino stream once in some game, and I proved very quickly that I'm not very good at at gambling, because I lost all my money, all my virtual money. Miku. Yeah, there was a horse betting game as well, and there was a horse named Miku, and I bet like all my money on it, and it was like came in like last place or something. I've never been in a casino before. I probably won't. I'm not even sure I will ever set my foot in a casino, but I mean, I wouldn't rule it out entirely. Yeah, she was dead last. I think the worst thing I do is like I've bought like scratch tickets before. Basically, a rule for me is that I don't like to have cash in my wallet because it just gets all crumpled up. So whenever I have like whenever I get cash for any reason, I'll like just spend it on scratch cards because it's like I rarely get cash. Like I might it'll be like a few times a year I'll like have a bill for some reason, like a $10 bill, and it's like oh I'll just get like a scratch off. And then if you gamble that little, it's kind of hard to lose, you know. And then if I win anything, I don't put it. The key is that you don't put it. You don't gamble more. You just take the winnings. Then you're always up. Like if I win $50 off like a $10 scratch off, I'm just keeping the 50. I'm not gonna then spend $50 more on scratch offs, which is probably what a lot of people would do. So that's how they get you. I'm up. I get my money up, and then I walk away. Congrats on surviving the week. I don't get weekends, so the fact that it's Friday does not mean anything to me. It's just another day, sadly. But I mean, it's fine. I mean, I think Sunday is the one day I get a little rest, but then I end up just sleeping the whole day away anyways. And then I just have to go back to the... I mean, I don't have to be up that early for Monday. I have to be maybe up at 12 at the very latest. It's not very bad. That's not very bad. You know. Like I've had like I've had very like, it doesn't sound healthy. Nothing I do is healthy. I've had like very irresponsible like like since I don't have like a day with like nothing going on. So like I can't for example, I can't like get really wasted and like and reliably like be able to like sleep in, because I'll always have to get up for something. But at this point I will like I will get like relatively drunk and then like sleep 4 hours and then be ready for school. Which is just like peak college student type behavior. And I mean, whenever I do something like that, hi Axotopo. Whenever I do something like that, I'm like, I just think to myself like, I'm not gonna be able to do that for very much longer. You know, just casually get 4 hours of sleep. Or I mean, in this case, no hours of sleep. But I'm going to sleep soon, so. Why are you Skyrim posting? Doo-doo Wi-Fi incoming? Why is everyone's internet so bad? I'm so EP after class. I haven't slept. But it's fine, we ball. This has nothing to do with anything, but recently I watched a whole video on credit cards, and it was extremely amusing because like this like 25-year-old guy is talking about how he was like 20 years old and he had like 12 credit cards. It's ridiculous. It's just finance bros are always so funny. But also he low-key had some good points. Not like I'm not gonna take it as his advice fully because I'm not taking out 12 different credit cards, but it definitely inspired me to maybe upgrade from my right now I just have like a very basic, I don't get any cash back or anything like that, and I get absolutely no bonuses. It's just kind of like I got it because it was like the only I had to start building my credit somehow, and it was just like one of like the offers that I got sent in the mail. And it started with like a 0% APR and whatever. But I think that ends. Like I think at the end of this month it's not gonna be 0% anymore. Even though it doesn't matter, I usually pay off my credit card immediately. Except for that time where I accidentally built like $700 of credit. But it was fine because I had 0 APR, so I was able to pay it off relatively easy. It didn't like you know, there was no downwards spiral into credit card debt. And now I pretty much pay it off immediately before every month. How long do you plan to stay awake? I don't know, maybe for another hour or so. How's the Q&A going? I saw that I got like a good few submissions. Still open to more, of course. I think it's not like quite enough for. I think I need to make a Twitter post about it or something. But I could probably use a few more. And then maybe I'll do that stream next week sometime. I was thinking of, like I said, I was thinking of making a schedule maybe, or trying to actually follow a schedule for a week. So maybe that's a good time to put that stream in somewhere. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, here's something I might need an opinion on. I don't know how how much anybody here would even know about this kind of stuff, but recently I've been thinking of like what would be like the smartest way to invest into the channel somewhat. So you know how I'm like always thinking of like buying new like assets or whatever. But recently I've been thinking like maybe I should like try and get like a manager or something. Which I know in the past I've definitely like kind of mocked the idea of saying that like what do you like what does a streamer need a manager for? They wouldn't be answering my DMs or anything. Because I think that's a bit ridiculous, but I don't even know what they would do. But I feel like I just need someone to tell me what to do because I'm autistic. And generally I like when people tell me what to do because not knowing what to do fills me with dread. I don't exactly know what they do, but apparently it helps because everybody has one. Like, if it like didn't help, then I don't think so many people would bother to get one. I was like, why does everybody want one, and why does everyone have one if they do? Keep track of your schedule? Well, what schedule? Help you with work? Well, the thing is, I think only full-time streamers have one. You'd be dead wrong, because I know a ton of streamers who make very little money, but still have, like, managers and stuff. There are, like, personal managers, like, and maybe very amateurish managers, which are, like, I'm skeptical. So it's like, oh, I'm a manager, but like I see them and they have like 400 Twitter subscribers. And I wonder like I don't know how someone like that is going to help me grow if they themselves aren't very like popular. I don't know. It's probably unfair because their job is to help other people grow, not themselves. Like, if they wanted to be a streamer, they'd just be a streamer, right? But someone who wants to manage streamers obviously would have no reason to have, like, a big follower count, so... Could just be that they're not... Doesn't sound that useful. Maybe not. Or maybe, I don't know, because honestly, I think like the main thing is that I need someone to push me to post cringe. Most things that, honestly, I kind of shoot myself in the foot a bit when it comes to growth, because a lot of things that help with growth are very cringe, at least in my eyes. Because I can see at this point, I'm just so ingrained in like in this stuff that I instantly can recognize when someone is doing like a marketing thing, and it makes me cringe really hard. And I'm just like, I know what you're doing, I'm not falling for it, you know? But that's hire a clipper. That's probably a more reasonable, it's probably like a more useful hire, to be honest. But also, I don't like hire a clipper. I'm not funny. What are they gonna clip? What is there to clip? There's no clip. Hi Bob Ross. Hello. Like I can't hire someone to make me funny. So, and plus I don't like I can clip. I can video edit fairly easily. Not fairly easily. It might take me a while, but I know how to do it. There's no I feel like I shouldn't pay someone if I can just do it myself. It's just my main problem is that I don't think I'm ever funny. So I'm like wondering what to clip, and it's like, oh, there's nothing. Well, at least not that I can remember. I can like look back and scrub through streams and try to find something. But I think maybe well, part of it is that I'm a little hard on myself. Hello, Alpha Franklin Omega. People just have the darndest names. The darndest names. You can make polls or something and ask subscribers for funny moments that they like. That's kind of asking them to... That's like kind of asking them for free labor though. Because like, I don't know. Because like that should be my job, you know, scrubbing through VODs for like moments like that. That's like, people get paid to do that. So I'm not gonna ask people to do that for free. But I would say if you're like watching through a VOD or something, I mean, you have the ability to clip like YouTube videos and YouTube streams. Like there's a little scissors button. Anybody can clip it, and if you like, there's even a channel to share it in the Discord. So if there's like a moment that you think is funny or shareable, you can do that, and then I'll instantly know, you know, then I could take that and make a clip out of it. So that's how you do it. Well, yeah. I mean, if you just so happen to, if you think that I said that I don't know, do something funny, haha funny, I don't know. Or if it's just something that you want to save for yourself. It doesn't have to be an epic clippable moment. I'm starting to feel eepy. And you should eep. It's okay to eep. I'm going to play some Roblox. Alright. Have fun. Is it just me or is my mic a little quieter today? I don't know. I was like messing with some stuff because I was recording some singing the other day. Not for a cover, for like personal stuff. I just wanted to like hear my performance. Or I just wanted to hear what I sounded like performing a song. So I can try to like correct it. That's like one thing that I don't listen to my own singing enough. So recently I've been trying to fix that. How'd it go? Well, I think I'm improving. I think I'm improving my opera voice. I wouldn't call myself an opera singer, but I'm starting to get better at like the kind of opera sounding vocals. like very open, very like I don't even know how to describe it, like the deep like you know, I'm too shy to just whip it out of nowhere, so maybe I'll record a sample of it. I'll probably have to practice maybe just a few times after stream and then before I go to bed, because I do have a performance, or I do have to audition tomorrow. That's a phrase to hear? What do you mean? What did I say? The Hatsune Miku range test? That's for Hatsune Miku, not me. I can't do that. Though I do know my range. I think it's I think my range is it's like I think it's a B flat. Can I go up to a B flat? Or it was an A flat. It might have been A flat. I don't know. I can't do B flat. Can't like what is that B flat? Is that B flat 5? I don't know. That doesn't really mean anything to most people. Oh, whip it out. I was referring to like singing, to like singing voice. I don't know why, but I need to like get into the singing headspace to be able to sing. I can't just like all of a sudden just start belting out of nowhere. Good luck on the audition. Thank you. Yeah, I'm auditioning for a music program at a university. Yeah, I plan to transfer this year if everything goes well. And it's funny it's funny that like it just goes to show how backwards everything is, because I'm not going into like I'm not doing like a performance major. I want to major in like music technologies, and and for some reason I'm performing like an opera piece to get into the school, because they don't have any like it's just like all of the stuff in places. Like you have to like do like have to do like a traditional audition, like no matter what program that you. So like if I was like if I for example wanted to, you know, still try to go to, I don't know, major in music technology for whatever reason, but I couldn't play an instrument or sing, then I would just be out of luck. So I mean, I guess I'm lucky to have vocal cords. I still can't really call myself a singer. But I think I've been practicing these songs with a teacher, so I think I've got it down decent. They wanted you to sing for violin lessons? No, that's strange. I mean, the general rule for most music colleges here is that you've gotta have like a primary instrument. Like you've got to have a primary instrument, and then, well, actually, yeah, just a primary instrument. But I guess in my case, like for vocalists, you kind of have to, like, you know, you kind of have to be able to be a vocalist and like know a little bit of another instrument as well. Because there's a whole like class, there's like a whole course category just for instruments for some reason. So I mean, it makes sense for music, right? But like it's like you don't like it's I mean it's just crazy to, because like the most profitable people in the music industry don't know how to play instruments. So like what, like who are we kidding here? Who are we kidding here? Like I don't understand. like why are we all pretending like the way to make money as a musician is to like bring out the violin and play in like in an orchestra? Like it's not like, yeah, you can do that, but that's not where the big bucks are. That's not why the majority of people probably want to go to a music school. I don't imagine. I mean, maybe there's honestly a staggering amount of people like kind of like going into like performance, more like performance majors. Mostly it's like mostly theater kids. There's a lot of theater kids in my chorus class that I'm in right now. They're either just like people who need like that like arts credit, or they're like a theater kid who want to like you know, they want like a performance major. They want to like major in vocal performance, which is brave. I think majoring in vocal performance is probably how to get me to hate singing. So I don't want to do that to myself. And also, that's not like the most reliable kind of career. So I'd rather not. I'd rather not go that route. I think especially in the future, I think music technology can go much farther. It's because of the way that music is just like, I mean, just when you look at popular music nowadays, I mean, yeah, occasionally you get like, yeah, we get an instrument player in here, but it's mostly like the emphasis are on the people who arrange music, who like you know, put it all together digitally. Or those are the people most in demand, because I feel like unless you wanted to just like, you know, I don't want to like be like a gig person, right? I mean, it is still kind of a gig, somewhat, but at least I hope with like a degree, I'd be able to like, I don't know, like if I really needed like a stable job, I could be like, oh, I could work in like studio, like in like, I don't know, like in like a play, like a stage. Yeah, I'd be like a stage hand, like because they have like the sound systems and stuff that they need people to work. Or there's like, you could like work in like a recording studio or something, you know? You just need someone to be able to set up microphones and you know, like set the gain to the right levels. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it sounds really complicated, but I'm supposedly like going to be learning all about it, so it's not gonna be, I mean, whatever. I'm sure like if I got like a week of training, I could figure pretty much anything out. I could get any job. Like I could probably do most jobs with like a week of training. Like I'm relatively I'm relatively quick with it. Like I can like learn how to do things like with a good teacher. My main hope though is that I'll be able to learn how to like mix my own vocals. It's kind of like if I can learn how to do that, then I can pump out covers like there's no tomorrow. And there has to be like, I saw there's literally I was looking at like the course selection, and there's literally a required course. It was like 2 semesters on all about Pro Tools. So it's like, okay, if after that, if I'm not able to mix my own vocals, then I don't know what, but I'm sure that'll be useful. And like the school that I'm auditioning for has like a record label. What the heck is this music? It has like a record label, like a school record label. It's probably just like a silly little thing. But like the school has like a recording studio, and it's cool. And it's just like, oh, that's neat. You know, you could like have a little like group project, and like, you know, you can have a little like recording studio, little hands-on. I don't know. It looks cute. I wanna see what it's all about. It looks fun. It looks a lot more fun than what I'm doing now, which is like what am I doing now? Pretty much just like singing and piano. I just needed the last bit of credits for this associate's degree, so I can transfer. I at least wanted that before I transferred, and it would save me some money as well, because I would have to take those classes anyway, and they're probably cheaper at this community college. But for some reason, a bunch of the interesting like music classes that I wanted to take at this community college, they're not like having them. Like I wanted to take like an advanced music theory class, but it wasn't like, they didn't have any. They didn't have it this semester for some reason. And there's also on like the course list, there's like a composition course, but like apparently they haven't taught it in like years. And I'm like, why? Bring that back. That sounds good. But yeah, maybe I'll be able to take I'm hoping I'll be able to take more engaging classes when I transfer. Hopefully that's the plan. It probably also means that I'll be a lot busier, though. And so it's a double-edged sword, but I don't know. But I'm gonna be glad to finally be done with these songs that I've been singing. These like opera songs that I've had to learn in like the past 2 months. because I've just been singing them over and over and over again, trying to like memorize them, and I'm just sick of them. Well, because that's like the kind of stuff, you know, it's like the stuff that they want to hear. Apparently they have a bias towards like more classical kinds of music. At least that's what my teacher told me. And my teacher has a master's, so I'm gonna trust them. They have a master's in performing arts, so I'm gonna say that they know what they're talking about. And if they say they have a bias against like more opera pieces and like pieces in different languages, like Italian, I'm just gonna say, okay, yeah, I'll sing Italian. Why not? Can we sing this? Can we see it? Can we get a spoiler? Well, I'm probably gonna be recording my practice session after this. I'm probably gonna practice and record it. And if it's good enough, then maybe, but... But also, recordings are always gonna be a little bit... Raw recordings are always gonna be a little bit more iffy compared to just singing in like an open room. Which is probably gonna... I don't even know what kind of room I'll be singing in, which is actually a huge thing. I never realized how much like of a huge thing that was until I started singing. And like occasionally there would be like a little like we'd like use a different room or something, and it would be like the acoustics would throw me off. And I feel like I also have to sing slightly differently in my room as well to get like a better tone. But I don't know, I could just be imagining things. My teacher was also telling me about a bunch of weird tips for the day. They were like, he said like eat a banana beforehand. So I'm like, okay. And they also said to sing, or on the day, they said wear the same shoes that you practiced in, which is interesting because I usually just practice in my room where I'm not wearing any shoes at all. But I mean, when I practice with them, I'm wearing shoes, so I'll probably just wear those shoes. But I've never seen it like. I mean, maybe it makes a difference. I don't know. But apparently, like, it affects your posture, so it affects your breathing then it affects your singing somehow. I don't. Maybe I'm not like high level enough to where that something like that could actually like affect my singing, because I feel like it's pretty. I feel like it's like kind of like a coin flip whether or not it's like a good day for my voice. So that's why I'm not comfortable with calling myself a singer yet, because even though I can have like, you know, even like if I can like, you know, record like something 90 times and eventually get a good take, it doesn't mean that I can sing good. You know, if 80% of what I record is trash, you know. But I feel like I'm slowly figuring things out. I think the main thing is actually getting comfortable with the songs that I'm singing. That's a big part of it. But after this, next week I want to finally record some sort of cover. A friend of mine said that they would actually mix a cover for me if I sang a specific song. So I might try to sing that. I think I can do it. But I'll have to see until next week then. I haven't even tried to record it yet, so I don't even know if I if I like try it once and I just sound terrible, then I might just like say forget about it. So I gotta go. Have fun. Good luck. Thank you, Clumsy. Thank you. You know, see you again soon. Emily's cover, let's go. I feel like I keep saying that, but I have a tendency of not following up with things. But I genuinely, this is something I've just been like, well, I just need like, I keep making excuses for myself, like, oh, I need new headphones. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. Oh, I don't have enough time this week. Blah 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 blah. But I feel like next week I literally do not have any. It's like I do not have any reasons why I couldn't possibly do it. What's happening? Nothing really. But then again, I don't know. Next week could be the busiest week of my life. I don't know. That's why I don't like making schedules. But we'll see. Is it music topic? Well, we're talking about it for a little bit, yeah. I think maybe I should go though, because I do have to practice. And thank you for watching this. I think I don't know. I don't know. I won't be able to stream tomorrow because of that thing I mentioned. And Sunday, Sunday I actually have something to do that morning as well. But maybe Sunday night if I don't know what I'm doing Sunday night though. I mean, I have a million things I could play. I think I know what I'm gonna play that night. If I do decide to stream, then I think I know what I'm gonna play. Alright. And that's it. I'm gonna end it here. I have nothing else to say, really. I've exhausted my breath. How do you say that word? My breath. This word. Hold on. No, not breath. Because I'm not saying breath. I'm saying the breath. The breadth of topics. What does that word mean? Am I using it correctly? Breadth. No. Is that even... Am I making up a word? I think I'm making up a word. Breast? What are you talking about? Breath? No. Where did you get breast? Are you okay? Are you okay? You said breast. Look, I would suggest looking again. Also, I didn't say that. Well, I said it when you... I read it. I read it off of your comment. If that's what you mean. Oh. Oh, no, it's spelled like this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I kind of was using it correctly. How do you pronounce that? Do you say like breath? Hold on.
Breadth.
Breadth. It just sounds like you don't know how to pronounce breath. Okay, what does the British sound like?
Breadth.
Breath. This is a dumb word. English is dumb. Okay, well, I'm gonna end stream. I don't have anything else to say. Bye. Bye bye. Oh, funky. Okay, bye.